everyone, welcome to my hacienda. My name's Alicia Haas, aka Miss Chatterhaas, and today it's my favorite meal of all time, breakfast. I love breakfast. I get that from my father. He's always loved breakfast. It's his favorite meal of the day, and these are probably my favorite pancakes. I make the base. I can kind of put whatever I want in it. I can put, bananas. I can put blueberries. But this version that we're going to make is a lemon pancake. So it's great in the morning. It's just that little bit of brightness you need from the lemon to kind of wake you up and get your day started. So let's get the ingredients ready. So it's 1 cup of flour. So I will get that going. All right. 1 cup of flour. Now, here's where it gets a little interesting. So most pancake recipes call for white sugar. So we are going to put some of that in there. We're going to put 1 tablespoon of white sugar in. But we are also going to put a tablespoon of brown sugar. So I know you're thinking to yourself, brown sugar in pancakes? You will never make brown pancakes without brown sugar again. It is the bomb diggity. I promise you. Alright, so I'm going to get a fork to kind of mush that up a little bit. Alright, brown sugar is all broken up. Alright, so now wet ingredients. So we're going to use a cup of milk. I use skim milk. If you want some really rich pancakes, you can absolutely use half and half. You can use whole milk. But pancakes are kind of a treat. But I don't want to completely blow everything that I've tried to do during the week to eat healthy. So we use skim milk. So I'm also going to use 1 egg. So let me get this. Oh, I should have showed you my mad skills of cracking an egg with 1 hand. I'm awesome like that. Alright, so I'm going to stir that up. Now I need a tad of vanilla extract. A trick that my grandmother taught me is use the lid. It's about a teaspoon. I'm going to fill it halfway up. We're going to use half a teaspoon. And into this mixture I have 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and I just kind of put it in the microwave and I've let it cool. Even though I've let it cool, it's still just a little warm, so I'm going to stir this a little bit and pour this in really slowly, because I do not, even though it is breakfast, I do not want to make, I don't want to be making some scrambled eggs. Alright. So the last thing we're going to add to our dry ingredients is a pinch of salt. Little bits of salt. Trying to get that open. And I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of baking soda. I keep my baking soda and baking powder in mason jars, because I kind of feel that the containers that they come in, even though the baking powder normally has the lid, I just feel that they stay fresher longer. Alright. 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Lock the lid. And I'm going to zest a lemon, but I'm not going to put it in yet. So I'm going to turn my microplane over so I can just sit in there. Just be careful to not get any of the white pith part. It's kind of bitter. You don't want that. It will take your wonderful pancakes from awesome to if you get that really kind of gross stuff in there. All right, so I love lemon in my pancakes, so I'm gonna zest this entire lemon. Now I'm just gonna set it down. Ooh, let's throw the eggshell out. We'll get the eggs back in the refrigerator. Ooh, milk too. Don't have to mix it now. My mother will yell at me through the video to put the milk back in the fridge because I was horrible at that as a child. Oh my, that's my fork. I needs another spoon. So one of the secrets to good pancakes is making sure that you don't overmix. So, take the fork out. I'm going to pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, stirring at the same time. So I literally just want to stir it until it comes together. I don't want to overmix it. You'll end up with some not so good pancakes. It's okay if there's little lumps in there. It gives it character. Alright, everything is combined. Going to add my lemon zest. And literally I'm going to stir this 3 times just to get the lemon zest all in there. 3. Alright. The other secret to great pancakes is letting this rest. So you really want to let this rest for about 2 or 3 minutes, about the time it takes you to heat up your pan that you're going to cook it in. Just because you need that give that baking soda some time to really work its magic. So you'll know it's done. You'll start to see some little bubbles form on the top, which means that the baking soda is doing its job. So while this rests, I'm going to go heat up the stove and I'll meet you back there. Alright, so I have my skillet on about medium-high. I'm going to go ahead and put some butter on the pan. So you want to make sure that you get enough butter. This is the one time to not be skimpy with the butter because you don't want to have to deal with like scraping the pancake off of the griddle. It's not a pretty sight. So I'm going to get a spatula, and I'm going to use 1/4 cup's measuring spoon, just so everything's equal. You don't want one really big pancake and the rest of them really small. I'm going to make 3, because that's probably all that I can make at one time, trying to talk, and a little bit more. Trying to talk and cook at the same time. So I'm going to let these sit for just a little bit. Now this is the time where you want to add your fruit. You want to add blueberries, you want to add nuts to this. This would be great. You wanted to add some chocolate chips, some dark chocolate chips, some peanut butter chips. Some peanut butter and dark chocolate chips would be wonderful. So I'm just going to let these sit until I can kind of see bubbles form on the top, and then we'll know that they're ready to flip. I do have some combinage going on with my pancake, so let's move them over a little bit because I want one giant pancake. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to let these sit till they bubble up, flip them over, and then we'll be back for the finished product. Alright, these babies are done. So they are golden brown on both sides. They are amazing. The house smells amazing. So now, while I make the rest of these, I'm gonna keep the oven on about 200. I'm gonna put a cookie sheet in there and just kind of slide them in so that when they don't lose their heat. I'm gonna heat up some syrup and we are gonna be in business for breakfast. If you enjoyed watching me make this video, please subscribe down below. There are new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Hope to see you then. Bye!